the Mercury and the Aces game was mental. It was absolutely mental. And Deja Kelly has just guaranteed her spot in the roster. Like, what? I feel so bad for Kirsten Bell. She didn't give herself a guaranteed contract, but she is one of the worst players in the WNBA. Why she has a guaranteed contract, I don't know. I absolutely don't know. Saying the Aces beat the Mercury with the bench when Catherine Westbeld was the top scorer for the Mercury. Yeah, I don't think the Mercury did not play with their bench, did not play their starters either. The Aces played their starters a lot more than the Mercury did. But the Aces, again, AJ Wilson was going through the motions. AJ Wilson could not give a damn about preseason. I'm not going to lie. She could not give a damn about preseason. And Jackie Young, again, came up with, she killed the wings. Kia Stokes scored a layup, I guess. Jewel Lloyd. Again, Jewel Lloyd actually hit her shots. I have to say. Jewel Lloyd, where, she did hit her shots. She hit some big shots down the stretch, but this game realistically came down to bench v bench. Aaliyah Nye hit a shot at the end of the game, but Aaliyah Nye is going to make this team. Aaliyah Nye is going to be in the rotation. She was the best shooter in the draft, arguably, outside of maybe Paige, and she's just going to play off ball and hit threes. Genuinely, I wouldn't be that surprised to see there being certain... I was about to say there being times where AJ moves to the 5. They don't have a power forward in their bench. Tiffany Mitchell was okay. Harmony Turner hit a couple of shots, but why were people trying to say Liz Kitley was, some superstar? I'm sorry. I said this during the year. I literally was like, Liz Kitley is just a player. Everyone was talking about, Liz Kitley's going to change everything for the Aces. And I'm like, she is fine. She is fine. She's not very good. She's not going to mean anything to this team. And they're going to have to play her a lot. Because they don't have any backup bigs. Queen Egbo's not really playing at all. I get it. Did she block 2 shots? She got a huge block at one stage. But, I don't even know if I would keep Liz Kitley if I was the Aces. The only reason I would is because Cheyenne Parker-Tyus and Meg Gustafson are both out. Becky's sticking with Liz. I just don't know if she's good enough. People were telling me she was going to be a top 3 pick last year. And then she tore her ACL and went to 24. And I'm like, you don't fall from top 3 to 24 from an ACL tear. You don't. Especially when people were drafting people high that aren't coming over. But for the Phoenix Mercury, I don't hate this team. Video on Jacite. I want to see how she gets on this year, to be honest. I'll probably do a bunch of stuff on her in Eurobasket. But I'm not staying to watch the Mystics and Dream game. I'll probably do a little bit of covering, and then I'll probably hop off and watch the game from the first quarter. But Heel came on, hit a couple of shots. Celeste Taylor, I assume she makes a roster. Whoever was predicting Celeste Taylor to start, that was crazy. Was ESPN said that? ESPN literally are we're talking about how Celeste Taylor is going to be a starter. Not a chance. However, I didn't realize how good Maddie Westbelt's sister was. She looked really good. I haven't heard of her, to be honest, since Notre Dame. Where has she been playing? She played in Hungary this year. So it's not like she was playing in any of the top leagues either. But she looked way, way better. But Akoa Makani, yeah, she might be in the Rookie of the Year conversation. And only a few months older than Paige Bueckers, so they can shut up about 2 months older than Georgia Amor. So they can shut up about saying she's not a rookie when she is in that conversation. But if she's going to be starting for this Mercury team, playing kind of on the ball, off the ball, with Alyssa Thomas. She only had 5 points, was a plus 13. She was genuinely looked good, and she looked ready straight away. And she was coming off a unbelievable year for or in the French league. She's obviously plays for Cameroon, has been fantastic for the Cameroon national team. But she very, very much like in the playoffs again, she had 22 points. Was it the playoffs? Was it the final of the playoffs, or did they lose? But either way, she had 22 points in their last playoff game in the French league. She was fantastic. Sammy Wickham didn't do much. Again, I didn't even realize Alexis Prince was back in the WNBA. She looked okay. She genuinely looked okay. But the Mercury might surprise a few people. Like, I watched their game, and in the first quarter alone, they ran 4 different presses. They ran 4 weird different traps. They ran 2 different zones. They ran man. They started going man in certain possessions. I've never seen a team. I've always said this. I've said this for the last year. If the fate of the universe was on the line and the fate of the earth was decided by a junk zone, I would have Nate Tibbetts draw up a junk zone. Like, Nate Tibbetts, genuinely, I've never seen a man throw out more junk zones than Nate Tibbetts. He was throwing out junk zones in preseason. Like, he is the mad... Like, his defensive strategy makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Like, I do not understand the man's defensive strategies. But they work. They work, and he goes and just throws random things out. And maybe he could be some weird genius coach, or he's either a mad genius or he's just crazy. And we'll see that this year. And if this ends up being like a mad genius situation, just having Alyssa Thomas on your team could be scary. Could be scary. But we have to talk to end this video about the real player that won it for the Aces, Deja Kelly. Deja Kelly goes, hits a shot to put them up with about 20-something seconds to go. And then the Mercury go down and score. And then, I think Catherine Westbell goes down. I think, was it Westbell went down and score? And then Deja Kelly goes and hits a game winner. She basically hit a game-leading shot with about 20 seconds to go. Then they went down and scored. And then hit a game winner. Deja Kelly is going to make the roster. Is that a crazy statement to make? Is that a crazy statement to make? Do you cut Meg Gustafson? Like, how bad is Meg Gustafson's injury? Will Berger crack the Lynx' rotation? I fully believe she will. Because I think Nahisha Hydeman's awful. But who will make the Aces roster? So Kirsten Bell's on a guaranteed deal. So it's 1, 2, 3 guaranteed, 4 guaranteed, 5 guaranteed, 6 guaranteed, 7, 8, 9. She's not going to be there. 10, 11. So yeah, there is a spot. She'll make it over Harmony Turner, who they drafted. And she'll make it over... They'll probably cut Crystal Bradford and Queen Egbo, even though I like Crystal Bradford. So, probably will. Probably will, unless they cut Meg Gustafson, depending on how bad her injury is. If she's not... if Meg Gustafson's not injured, you bring Meg Gustafson. You heat Meg Gustafson. If Meg Gustafson is injured, I don't even know. I don't know what you do with Liz Kitley either. I don't know what you do with Liz Kitley. Like to say that, like, Liz Kitley's 24 by the end of the season. I just don't. I understand she's 6'6", but like, I just don't. I don't see the Liz Kitley hype. Like, whatever, she was good at Virginia Tech. I do not see the Liz Kitley hype at all. But yeah, that was a crazy, crazy game right there.